Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Tonight we're doing big block things. Okay, so now before we get into big block things, which I'm more than excited to do because I love doing big block things, let me explain to you guys why we're doing big block things right now. Well, it's not the big block that you're expecting. It's a completely different one. This one is actually going to be going in my orange 78 short bed 4-wheel drive GMC pickup that I've had since I was 15. I've wanted to put a big block together for it for a long time, more or less since I've owned the thing. So that's what this is going to be. You guys know about the 468 block that I've got sitting on the engine stand right now for Rufus. That's kind of getting slid back for the time being. I've got another 454 truck block, standard bore, hasn't ever been messed with. It's just torn apart. I've got the block by itself right now. I've got the heads I'm going to be using sitting right here. And my goal for the night is to get these heads tore down. I'm going to tear them down as far as getting the rocker studs out of it. That way I can go to town, cleaning them up, power washing them, and then I'm actually going to be machining them for positive stop Viton style valve seals. So I've got El Cheapo valve spring compressor to keep me from having to borrow one, and I'm going to see how far I can get tonight. Let's jump right into it. Okay guys, so step one here is going to be removing spark plugs, removing head bolts that are still loose from where I pulled the heads off this block. And then once we get past that, rocker arms, and then hopefully that valve spring compressor is worth a crap and we can get these valve springs off of here. It looks like it does have a set of dual valve springs in it already, so we'll see what that's going to entail, getting those off of here. I hope this valve spring compressor is worth a darn. So you can see in there the dual valve springs, and you can also see all of the busted off spark plugs. So when I bought this motor, it kind of got dragged by a log chain behind a truck through a salvage yard to get it far enough out that we could get it loaded into the back of my pickup. So this might be pretty fun. So I've decided to go a completely different route with tearing these heads apart rather than doing them probably the right way, you know, doing one step at a time, spark plugs, then maybe the loose head bolts, then the rocker arms. No, I'm just gonna go rocker arm, valve spring, all in one whack, just be done with it. And let's get jumped back in here, guys. I'm gonna show you guys how to use one of these valve spring compressors right quick. So you've got a El Cheapo, less than $15 valve spring compressor from the O'Reillys. And first thing you're gonna wanna do here is, of course, take your rocker nut off, remove your rocker arm. And then this spring compressor actually mounts on the rocker arm stud. So that's what you're gonna wanna do. There's a hole right here. Place it on the stud, run your nut back down on it, and then want to tighten it up a little bit, or what? Suck that guy back down a little ways, and then here, you can see kind of right here, maybe you can't, I don't know, stuck, the retainers are stuck to the valve stem. So what we'll have to do is find a hammer. I gotta go find a hammer. Got a hammer, and then you'll take and give her a couple good whacks. And retainer's freed up from the valve stem. From there, you can use a little screwdriver and attempt to remove our valve keepers, which is not going to work out the way you want it to begin with, naturally. All right, there we go. Very temperamental sometimes. There we go. Alrighty. Then back off your spring compressor. And bam, there you have it. Looks like this one's got some nylon umbrella style seals on it. So I'm halfway through this first head here. And actually, this valve spring compressor is doing a great job. Couple whacks with that rubber mallet there, and it's doing a really, really good job of getting these springs compressed where I can get these keepers out. So I think we might have our work cut out for us a little bit here with these heads. I'm hoping that that'll clean up, but I have got my doubts. It's not going to happen tonight, but here in the next day or so, we'll take this to the cheek poker on a bench grinder and see if we can get these to clean up at all. Got the valve springs torn off, removed the valves, and then realized after I fall over, guy doesn't have any brake clean. You kind of need brake clean. If you ain't got nothing to soak it in, you need some brake clean because brake clean solves everything. So this has kind of been put on hold for the night. What I can do is I'm going to say practice, because I have no clue what I'm doing, machining these valve guides down to accept the Viton style seals. So let me use this as a disclaimer right now. I have no clue what I'm doing. If it's right, listen to me. If it's not right, tell me how I'm doing it wrong. But I'm going to take this junk. I say junk. It's a good head, but it's off of like a Haldex 366 or something like that. I'm going to take that head and practice machining these guides down for these Viton style seals. So this valve guide cutter this one's made by Howard's Cams. I just ordered this one. It's a 3/8 arbor for, of course, 3/8 valve, and then it cuts these valve guides to 0.531, I believe, to accept the 0.530 and 0.531 Viton and PTFE style valve seals. I have done a couple. They look all right to me. Of course, I don't know what I'm looking for, but they look all right to me. So I'm going to get you guys set back up, and I'm going to machine these other 5 valve guides right quick. So I've got this drill set on a relatively low RPM, and I'm using cutting oil, because that's definitely what this is. And I'm going to go slow. And since I'm not trying to shorten the valve guide any, I'm going to go until there's just a nice chamfer on the edge, just like the factory valve guides. As you can see, if I'm doing this right, we've got a pretty nice bevel on the edge there, but didn't take anything off the top of it. So still got factory length valve seats, or valve guides rather, but machined down for those nice dependability oriented Viton style seals there. So I know this was kind of a random, kind of instructional, kind of not instructional, depending on which part of the video you're watching, kind of video, but from what I can tell, this little valve guide cutter is doing a pretty darn good job. Now, once I'm confident in the fact that I know what I'm doing, and once my seals actually show up so I can make sure they're gonna fit, I am not doing anything to the heads that I'm actually gonna use until I know what I'm doing and those valve seals show up. So I'm going to end this off tonight. The next time I'm out here doing something to this, I should have some valve seals and I should have some brake clean so we can get, we can get those cleaned up, and we can get some springs installed on them, get some valves lapped back into them. Hopefully I don't have to buy a new set of valves, but I'm not counting on anything. So yeah, next time we get out here, hopefully get these heads rebuilt and move on to the block and rotating assembly and see what we can get done on that side of it. I'm very excited to finally have a big block and orange truck, and the goal here is to make it look as stock as humanly possible. Yep, we're going GM corporate blue. It doesn't need to be a surprise. So GM corporate blue, and then bone stock is what it's going to look like. But I'll show you guys in a later video, but she's going to have a cam in her. He's going to have a pretty healthy cam in her. But we'll get to that in a different video. So for now, I'm going to leave this off here. And if you like what you're seeing, stay tuned. I'm going to try to do some more maybe how-to videos or watch me screw up videos or something like that in the future. So I will see you guys later, and don't forget to like if you like it, comment if you're telling me to do something different because I'm doing it wrong, and then don't forget to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate it. I will see you guys next time.